I'm Super Syrupy Waffles. And, for this Halloween, this spooky season, I'm gonna do something a little bit special. I'm gonna be talking about the scariest thing the world has ever known. Fast food. Fast food has both shaped and eradicated any semblance of balance in our world. We've reached a point where it isn't just about sharing a delicious meal with our loved ones, but a battle against consumers and corporations. Ever since they kept bringing up the prices of White Castle sliders, everything's been going down the drain. Those Genshin Impact meals that McDonald's has been selling is just the beginning. But as the smoke of the never-ending battle between these two forces subsides for a brief moment, we get distracted by the ever-glowing beacons of hope and hate, Mascots. So I'm going to be reviewing these mascots on a scale from 0 to 10, but that may change because of my pure disdain towards some of these guys. Absolutely no rules apply, so without further ado, let's begin. Ronald McDonald, the quintessential fast food mascot. Some people are afraid of him, and then there are people who are like me, who aren't necessarily afraid of Ronald McDonald, but just confused by his sheer existence as a corporate entity. Why a clown? Out of all things you could have chosen for your mascot for your hamburger restaurant, why'd you choose a clown? Where's the connection? Maybe it's a message to the consumer. Maybe this is what you'll eventually become after indulging in enough greasy McDonald's hamburgers. You were the clown this whole time. 5 out of 10. The Burger King. I frequently ask some of my friends whether or not they'd be interested in a full-on romantic relationship with the Burger King. You may be asking yourself, why the hell would anybody ask this? Well, it's because I'm trying to find a person who knows how to even respond to such a question. There is more than just simply giving a yes or a no. There will eventually come a time where I find more. Do you think that this guy would make a good Dead by Daylight monster? I mean, he probably would. He kind of does sneak around a lot. Tell me in the comments below, along with an unnecessarily detailed analysis on the previous question. 3 out of 10. Colonel Sanders. I don't really like the idea of Colonel Sanders being considered a mascot after what the company did to him. Imagine having your face tainted among every product that you inspired just because some schmuck out there wanted money. Colonel Sanders is both a representation of greed and representation of hope among a cesspool of consumers. Also, stop trying to make the old man sexy, especially if it's off of a real person. That's messed up. 1 out of 10 as a mascot, 9 out of 10 as a person. Wendy. I have no idea why so many people on the internet think that Wendy is the sexiest thing on the planet. Personally, I don't see it. And the mascot on the logo on the signs makes her look like a child. So that's just, I don't condone that. That's disgusting. But I mean, in terms of being a mascot, I've got nothing. She's just a person. There's absolutely nothing going for her. Is it the red hair? Is that her gimmick? She's got red hair? Lots of people have red hair. Do you think that she's the one who caused the Wendy's chili finger incident? 0.5 out of 10. Mac Tonight. If Mac Tonight swooped down on his magical piano cloud of imagination and offered you a single McDonald's cheeseburger that he'd been clenching in his fist for the past hour, would you take it? The reason I ask this is because the last Thursday on the way home from a good track meet, this exact scenario had occurred. I woke up at home. 10 out of 10. Charles Entertainment Cheese. This is the one fast food mascot that has undergone some of the most drastic design changes I've ever seen. So I'll rate the 3 main ones, I guess. 80s, 10 out of 10. Looks funny. 2000s, 3 out of 10. I hate the gradients on his colors. 2010s, 0 out of 10. Sonic the Hedgehog OC / Alvin and the Chipmunks side character. I'm kind of glad that this is the one mascot that actually represents the food it's advertising. Just thick, greasy pizza that rats have been crawling all over. It's unique. The Chick-fil-A cows. Really? The Chick-fil-A cows? I think I have even less to say than with the Wendy's mascot. They're just socially aware cows that promote civil disobedience. Is that supposed to be funny? Is that what's meant to make all of the middle-aged moms laugh whenever they see the cows' advertisements? Just out of spite, I will continue to make beef comprise 60% of my diet. I'm a growing boy. Negative 67 out of 40. The Arby's Oven Mitt. This is like the Hamburger Helper mascot's disgusting conjoined twin. I bet you didn't even know that there was an Arby's mascot to begin with. But hey, here he is, in all of his unoriginal glory. To tell you the truth, I thought that Arby's had a completely different mascot. I thought it was like some Western-themed guy. like a sheriff or something. I don't know. 4 out of 10. I don't care. The Arby's waifu. I'm not sure if this one counts or not, but I'm fairly certain that the Arby's CEO who carefully crafted this character had absolutely no idea what the word waifu meant. And if he did, he was begging for the wrong thing. There is nothing attractive about a greasy horseradish woman, and I will not stand for this. 1 out of 10. Jack. There are several reasons as to why Jack is the prime example of how to be a mascot. For one, nobody thinks of Jack in the Box as highly as any other fast food places aside from me, so they made Jack as self-aware as possible for this. There's this one commercial I remember stumbling upon on YouTube where Jack straight up tackles some poor guy because he refused to eat his food. That moment changed me. It suddenly just changed my perspective of Jack in the Box and fast food as a whole. They actively advertise people turning down their food just to beat them up for their opinions. Behind that smiley face and that stupid party hat lies a disturbed, mentally ill man who is shaped by the one thing that gives him life: hamburgers and excellent marketing. 10 out of 10. Jollibee. I know that this is an original character, but something about him just feels off-brand. It feels like you took one of those background characters from a Fleischer cartoon that nobody remembers and turned that into a mascot. I would argue that Jollibee is a scarier character than Ronald McDonald and the Burger King combined. And why is a bee advertising chicken? Maybe my cool Filipino friend Anthony knows the answer. 3 out of 10. The Delicious One. This is the mascot for Wiener Schnitzel and is easily the most iconic of them all. If you, the most attractive viewer in my entire audience, preferably female, came up to me in person and forcefully asked me why this hot dog-shaped creature is considered the world's most wanted wiener, I wouldn't even dignify that question with a response. It's in the name. He is the Delicious One. All praise be to the Delicious One, for he boiled for your sins. 97.5 out of 3. The Happy Star. Every day, another star dies in the vast scope of space. And every day, our society prays that this star dies, because Carl's Jr. is terrible. 2 out of 10. Little Miss Dairy Queen. This looks like one of those little porcelain dolls you'd find rotting in an antique mall. It's cute. I like it. It's weird that this mascot isn't a queen, considering the place is called Dairy Queen, but I'm pretty sure the internet has already established their own Dairy Queen, and it's not something that anybody should look up. 6 out of 10. Fred the Baker. I am scraping the bottom of the barrel here for mascots. Yeah, the Dunkin' Donuts mascot. I bet you never saw that one coming. You thought I was going to bring up the Hamburglar on this channel? No, that man's a criminal, and I am not endorsing criminals in this really cool video. I was today years old when I discovered that Dunkin' Donuts even had a mascot in the first place. I used to think that the coffee cup on their signs was a little character, and the steam coming off the cup were like squiggly eyes or something. But apparently that's not supposed to be a fun character because Dunkin' Donuts hates you. Fred the Baker claims that it's time to make the donuts, but I never actually have seen the creation of a Dunkin' Donut. It probably looks gross. 7 out of 10. The What-A Guy. Nothing out of 10. The White Castle Guy. The only slider here is my own corpse being dragged away by this deranged madman. He's probably the sole reason why White Castle sliders aren't less than $1 anymore. Does this count? He made like 2 public appearances. If it represents food, it's gotta count. Also, nice postal NPC design. 2 out of 10? I don't know. The Noid. I specifically avoided the Noid in this video for its entire duration, but I knew that my time was near. The Noid represents this pure embodiment of existential dread and hatred. You never know if he's still out there, ruining pizza, ruining the lives of billions upon billions of people. The Noid deserves the cruelest death penalty for the absolute atrocity and pandemonium that he has caused since his conception in 1986. And his final meal should be every single pizza that he has ruined over the years. I want to see how he feels consuming the thing he so proudly eradicated with his disgusting greed and pride. Avoid the Noid. That is my only message to you, viewer. You will avoid the Noid. The Noid does not even deserve a rating. He deserves my hate. Anyways, that was the worst video I ever made. I hope you enjoyed. Was that scary? Was that a scary Halloween special? I don't know. I probably won't ever do this video again. I'm lazy. I just wrote 8 pages of this script at like 10 o'clock at night. I don't know. Check out my other videos. They're terrible. Bye.